The day had finally came where I decided where I'm going to be playing college football for the next 3 to 4 years. This was not an easy decision and it took a lot of thought, but with all the offers I hold from schools like LSU, Clemson, Alabama, Oklahoma, Ohio State, Oregon, Stanford, Miami, Georgia, Colorado, Wake Forest, Baylor, Arkansas, West Virginia, and Ole Miss, I knew I had to narrow my decisions down. With that being said, I will be committing to the University of Arkansas. I chose Arkansas because they promised me that as a young player I would get into the fire early and even have a chance at the starting job as a freshman, which really intrigued me coming out of high school. Another reason why I chose Arkansas is to play in the SEC. The SEC is always known for being the best of the best, and if I want to make it to the NFL, I want to be making sure every Saturday I'm playing against the best competition I can to show NFL scouts that I'm ready. My first practice at Arkansas was everything I thought D1 football would be, but I rose to the occasion and I think I had a great day for myself. At the end of practice, I caught some eyes with this amazing throw on the last rep to my receiver who makes a beautiful catch in the secondary. And on the first game of the season, no surprise, I didn't get any playing time. But the next week, our starting QB went down and I was forced to go in the game. And on 1st and 10 right here, I'm going to make a man miss on this read option. And I'm going to score my very first touchdown as a college quarterback. Right here, I'm going to drop back to throw. I'm surveying the field. No one's really open, so I'm going to take off with my legs again. I'm going to make one man miss, try to make another one miss, and I'm going to get absolutely decked after a good gain. Right here on 2nd down and 10 in the second quarter, I'm going to throw a dart in between the DBs for a touchdown. Beautiful catch. On this play right before halftime, I'm going to step back and I'm going to see my tight end, Hudson Henry, across the middle for a touchdown. Later on in the 4th quarter, I'm going to have a read option here. I'm going to break one tackle. I'm going to keep my balance. I'm going to be running up the sideline. No one's in sight. It's a foot race and I'm going to walk into the end zone untouched for a touchdown. Hopefully my performance will show coach that I'm ready to play and I'm not backing down from a challenge. Even though our opponent wasn't as strong as I would like it to be, I still had a pretty good game with 4 total touchdowns. Luckily, I didn't need to prove to coach if I was ready or not. I had a position battle next week and I'm going to show that I deserve to be QB1. I completely showed out in my QB battle against the starter. And I'll be making my first start against Rutgers this upcoming Saturday. Right here to open up the drive, I'm going to dump it off to Henry on this drag route, and he's going to get a first down and a little bit more. Here on 3rd and 8, I'm going to step back, and I'm going to see my running back running a Texas route across the middle. I'm hitting him for a first down. 3rd and 1 in the second quarter here, I'm going to drop back, and I'm going to throw an absolute dime to my tight end, Henry. Our running back is going to be the first person to get on the board this game and is going to walk into the end zone. Right here on 2nd and 10, I see a wide open man up the numbers. I'm going to hit him for a big gain. Right here on 1st and 10, I'm going to throw a laser across the middle to my receiver. He's going to hold on for a good catch. I've had an issue with play calling all season, and it just hasn't gotten any better, as on 4th down and 16, we're running a wide receiver tunnel screen, which is going to go nowhere and give up our possession right before halftime. Right here on 3rd and 14th, I'm trying to dial up a first down for my team, and I see my receiver across the middle, but he's going to be stopped just short of the first. Here on 1st and 10 in the red zone, I'm going to fake the handoff to the running back, and I have a lot of green field. I'm going to cut back outside, and I'm going to dive in, and I thought it was a touchdown, but the ref said I wasn't in. Here on 1st and 10 again, we're going to hit him with a read option. This time it's a triple option. I'm going to fake the handoff and pull it. If I would have pitched it right here, we would have scored a touchdown, but I was being selfish. We win my first start 19-7 against Rutgers. I had a pretty decent game, but I couldn't find the end zone. I'm going to have to shake that off, as next week we have a tough Texas A&M team to play against. Here on our first drive against Texas A&M, I'm going to step back and hit my receiver on the left side of the field for a first down. Right here on 3rd and 7, I'm going to step back and see nobody open. I'm going to send some pressure. I'm going to escape it up the left sideline. I'm going to take off, try to make one man miss. Ultimately, I'm going to be brought down after a 25-yard gain. Even though we're down 21-0, I'm still fighting, and right here it pays off as I hit my receiver. He makes one man miss and cuts inside of another, and he's going to be off to the races down the sideline, and he's going to score our first touchdown of the game. More bad play calling in clutch situations on this halfback swing. Then the very next play decides to call an even worse one, but I have to take matters in my own hands. Luckily, my receiver got a block for me so I can get this first down. Even though we lost, I can't be stumped about it as we have another ranked team in Florida next week. On the first offensive drive in the swamp, I'm going to drop back on the play action and see my man wide open down the sideline. I'm going to hit him for a 75-yard touchdown to start this game off with a boom. Here on 1st and 10, right before the second half starts, I'm going to hit Ncaa over the middle for a big gain. Just as we're driving down the field, I make a horrible mistake by throwing this interception, which is going to kill all of our momentum. Luckily, we get the ball back in the fourth quarter again. As I stay patient, I see somebody come wide open in the right side of the field for a touchdown. The defense put us right back on the field in scoring range, and on the first play, I'm going to hit my tight end Henry as he's going to make it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Then on 1st and goal, our running back's going to run in to punch in the 6 points. Florida came back and scored in only 47 seconds on the clock for me to operate, so I'm going to take the game and put it in my hands. The play calling on 4th down has been questionable all year, and this just made it even worse on this play right here that ended up losing us the game. With the controversial play calls from offense on 3rd and 4th down, I have started thinking about entering the transfer portal. But I'm going to finish out my first year at Arkansas and see how it goes. These 2 losses shouldn't define the rest of our season, and we're just going to see how the rest of it goes.